Morning to all of you. We discuss here about the property of Z transform. We already discussed different type of numerical and different type of conditions for Z transform. Now we will discuss property of Z transform. Z transform is generally used to convert any discrete time domain signal in frequency domain signal because in many signals we cannot use Fourier transform, so for discrete time signal we use Z transform. Z transform used only for discrete time domain signal. So there are different type of property we will discuss in this topic of Z transform properties. We know that uh, uh, any Z transform convert time domain signal, discrete time domain signal in frequency time domain. So first property of Z transform is linearity. Linearity property is shown by Z transform. For example, if x1 is a given signal, then Z transform of that signal is x1z and ROC are x1, and x2 is second type of signals and Z transform of that type signal is x2z and ROC of that signal is rx2. So according to linearity property, if we add both signals ax1n plus bx2n, then after Z transform they show the linearity property, which is ax1z plus bx2z, and ROC of both signals will be rx1 summation rx2. This is an example of linearity for Z transform. There is a two signal we have taken, xn equals to a to the power an un, and second is a to the power n un minus n. So we find out first of all Z transform for both signal an un is the first signal and Z transform of that signal is 1 upon 1 minus a Z inverse, and ROC for that signal will be mod of Z is greater than a. For second signal a to the power n un minus n, and Z transform of that signal is a to the power n Z inverse upon 1 minus a Z inverse, and ROC of that signal will also be mod of Z greater than a. So according to linearity property, if we add both time domain signal, then their addition in uh, after conversion in Z transform, their addition in Z transform signal will be same. They show the linearity. Second property of Z transform is time shifting. It is a very most important property of Z transform. If any signal xn signal is shifted in time domain by n0, then it is shifted in frequency domain z to the power minus n0. It means Z transform signal will be shifted by z to the power minus n0. N0 is the integer here. So if n0 is positive, then signal will be shifted in right side, and n0 is negative, then signal will be shifted in left side. We take the example for this. If a given signal is one signal is given yn equals to x n minus n0, let n minus n0 equals to m, and we take the Z transform of given input signal, then we find out yz equals to integration from minus infinity to infinity x n minus n0 z to the power minus n. After all, we find out the Z transform of given signal, which is yz equals to z to the power minus n0 x z. So frequency domain signal xz is shifted by j to the power minus n0. Third property of Z transform is differentiation property. In case of differentiation property, the Z transformed signal is differentiated in respect with respect to Z and multiply by minus Z. If an input signal nxn is given and we find out Z transform of that signal, then we will get minus Z dxz upon dz. So we take the Z transform of the given signal and we can see that the output signal uh, uh, is differentiated with respect to Z and multiply by minus Z. We take the one example for differentiation property. There are two signals is given. Xn is input signal and n a to the power n un is the input signal. So we can also write this signal in this way: n small bracket a to the power n un. Un is a unit step signal here. So first of all, we find out Z transform of a to the power n un signal. We find out 1 upon 1 minus a z inverse. And ROC for that signal is mod of z is greater than a. So according to differentiation property, the xz will be differentiation of given signal. So we take the differentiation of given signal and multiply by minus z. Then we find out a z inverse upon 1 minus a z inverse square. And ROC of that signal will be mm, greater than mod of z. So after differentiation property, we find out the Z transform finally a Z inverse upon 1 minus a Z inverse square. So three property we have discussed here and remaining properties we will be discussed in next lecture. Okay, thank you.